Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Watching Giant Deer Antlers Grow on kind of a wet, is that amazing? Kind of a wet afternoon. We're going to go in the pen and take a little look at Whitey, big Whitey, not little Whitey. We can look at little Whitey too, maybe, I don't know, but we'll watch him on the Friday and Saturday videos. So he's doing a lot of zoomies. They're doing a lot of zoomies. Those of you that like to watch zoomies, we got them. We got the zoomies. Chris is feeding those deer. We're letting them out about every evening. That's just precious. I mean, it's just, I just love it. I just love it. I hope y'all enjoying it too. It's just something to watch baby deer frolic. That's just what they're doing, is frolic, kicking their heels up and running around, running over each other. It's just absolutely special. We did get some rain. Some of you asked about the rain. You saw the rain. Maybe rain getting ready to come right now. I think that's just wind. We've had a little bit of rain today, 1/10 of an inch. That's right, not much, 1/10 of an inch. We got 1.5 inches out of the big rain that flooded Dallas, where they got 10, 15, 16 inches. There's 4 or 5 inches just west of here, not very far. Even down at Springer, there was 2.65. Springer is about 15 miles by highway, about 6 or 7 miles probably as the crow flies, and they get 2.69, I think it said. You get a little bit down at Ardmore, a little south of that. All along that river valley, there was just a lot of rain. The Red River Valley, there was a lot of rain, both on north of the river and south of the river. Much, much more south of the river. Dallas, Fort Worth, that area there got hammered pretty good. Fortunately, there wasn't a whole lot of real serious damage in that. It was mostly just street flooding and things, but there was some damage, and I think there was 1 or 2 people that lost their life in that. It's just, it happened, a lot of it started happening before daylight. People were driving into water that they really couldn't see until they were already in a dangerous situation. But we're tickled to death that we got 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches here on the Eagle. It doesn't really do a whole lot to change the drought, but it might be enough to at least green up the ranch just a little bit. And we are forecast a little bit more next Saturday and Sunday, which is just around the corner. So hopefully that gets here also. These clouds have been hanging around. The weather's been nice. It's been just absolutely gorgeous. It really has. We've had some pretty weather here the last few days. And after probably, I don't know, 60 or 70 days over 100 degrees, I think we earned it. I think we earned it. I think the high is actually supposed to be normally about 92, 93 degrees, and the low about 68. So, you know, that's about where we should be hitting here this time of the year. And as we get it, just, you know, the temperatures get a little bit cooler as we go on. So let's go in the pen right off the bat. And y'all overwhelmingly said we want to see feeding. We want to see feeding, split ears, and all the other girls. So I've got a bunch of carrots and I've got a bunch of grapes. I've got both. So we got a lot of goodies for those girls. So let's go in and watch them eat. And then we'll take a look at Whitey and Snoopy. Almost said Gumball, but I think we just get rid of the Gumball, or at least make that an AKA, or the turkey. Heard a turkey. Yeah, it's talking. Let's go in there and take a look at Whitey and Snoopy, AKA Gumball. Okay, we've got split ears out here. She's already up here seeing me. Hey, baby, what you doing? Oh, what you doing, baby? Huh? What you doing? Yes, I have stuff in there. I've got 2-3 pounds of stuff in there just for you girls. Oh, a grape. You dropped it. Well, I didn't drop it for very long. I'm just shooting natural sound, so the sound's not going to be perfect all the time, because if I turn around away from the camera, these girls, people wanted me to be a little bit further back from the camera a little bit so they could see you girls better. Yeah, they want to look at you girls. Yeah, they want to look at you two pretty girls. You know, the only thing is the grapes, feeding y'all 1 grape at a time takes a lot of feeding, I guarantee you. Y'all notice back behind us, we've got deer feeding on some hay. We still have not been able to get a truck over here with our South Fresh on it. And we've been feeding the deer. We've been putting in some of the ground feeders there. We've been putting some, we've got deer back behind us eating. In the ground feeders back there behind us, we've been putting some South Fresh fish food. And the deer are eating the South Fresh fish food just fine. They really are eating it just fine. Hey girls, there you go. There's y'all some back there. Looky here. I got a grape coming in here. Oh, looky there. Oh, he's taking the grapes off of there. Is that cool? Is that cool? You'll probably just eat everything, won't you? Oh, yeah, we'll eat the stems and everything. We surely will. Got a lot of grapes in here. Hold up and drop that grape. You want a grape? I'll take a grape. How about the grapes, girls? Look at that. Look at that. Is that cool? Just like the kings used to do it. There you go. Oh, looky back there. Back behind me also is, there you go. There you go, baby. Back behind me also is Mr. Whitey. Mr. Whitey back here. There you go, Whitey. There you go, buddy. There you go. There you go, girl. Well, I'm telling you what, I had about 3 pounds of food right here, a couple pounds of carrots, and at least a pound of grapes. Sherry found some grapes at a fairly decent buy. And the grapes have got so expensive, I think. I can't remember. There you go. Is this special or is this special? I think the camera's running, the sound should be running. It's dead calm out here. So everybody ought to be happy. Come here, Whitey. Come on, Whitey. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on, Whitey. Come on. Come on, Whitey. Oh, he wants that so bad. He just won't quite come up there, will he? We'll take a look at him up close and get some good looks at him here in a minute. But here you got out of place. There you go, baby. Got 3 of them up here. I'm getting low, girls. Getting low. Sharing with everybody that's up here is a grape. About a grape. I know the grapes are really good, but I'll probably like carrots about as much as anything. Are y'all swallowing those whole? Hey, are y'all swallowing those whole? Huh? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? They're crunching, but boy, they don't take much crunches. It looks like I see Snoopy right there too. Boy, Snoopy's turned into a pretty deer, hasn't he? I'm just so amazed at what kind of a deer he's turned into. He just absolutely got gorgeous. All right, girls, I'm getting down toward the end of the pot. It's a little muddy in the pen, so I didn't go in very far. I just come right up by the gate. What you want there, 7028? Well, you got some big brown eyes. Guys, this is the last carrot. It's going to go to split ears. As pretty as y'all are, it's going to go to split ears. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. Y'all gobbled them up. I'll get over here and eat deerfoot. I know Patsy's been bringing you stuff out of the garden every day. Okay, we got lots going on back there. Lots going on back there today. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at that's it. It's empty, baby. It's empty. It's empty, baby. It's empty. Take a look at Snoopy and Whitey, and we'll take a look at the babies and see how they're growing. Then we'll go to the house, look at the big bucks and albinos. Prince Charming, the king of the hill, I believe. Okay, we got a real good look at Snoopy there. Just as I said that, he turned and walked away. Snoopy's feeding on the hay here, so we can get up and get a real good tight look at him. I haven't zoomed in at all. It's just we're only about 10, 15 feet away from him. We'll be able to zoom in real good and see what he looks like. He's looking really, really, really magnificent. Well, he didn't stay around long, did he? He didn't stay around long at all. Let's get up here and see if we can get a little bit better look at him. Went over here to eat some of the South Fresh food. We're just trying to look at you, big boy. Usually you walk right into the camera. You can see his tines are long. And he's changed. We keep talking about it, how he's changed from last year. You can see those little fawns by him, how big they're getting. They're just really getting good side. They're growing every single solitary week. We come over here and shoot these videos, and they just seem like those babies they're growing more than the horns are growing right now. But I'm not so sure. But what Whitey's horns are not bigger. They just look a little bit longer this week than they did last week. It's a big, fat, beautiful deer. I said Whitey, I meant Snoopy. Snoopy that came from a 3-point. So you deer hunters out there that shoot those little 3 and 4 points, those little young ones, that may be what you might be depriving yourself of in one single year. And there's no telling what he might be if he can live till next year, because he's turned into a pretty spectacular buck. He's going to score pretty good right now. He's going to score awful good as he is right now. Back here looking on some choice stuff. They get in there and find stuff that they really like in that hay. Of course, that's pasture hay, so it's got a lot of different stuff in it. We do feed them alfalfa in addition to that. What they're eating out of he's going to come up here and look right in the camera. That's what I want you to do, boy. Yeah, that's right. Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? But he is a beautiful big buck, and accidentally got back in here in the pens. He seems to be loving it in here. He has no problem at all being in here. Loving being in the pens. The deer are all a little bit wet, but he's just a big, beautiful buck. Don't really know how many points he's got. I hadn't really scored him much, but 10 or 12 there, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5, at least 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, about a 10-point, maybe another sticker or two out there on them. But they're narrow. They curve back over his head. A lot of guys, that's exactly the kind of deer that they're looking for out in the woods with their bow in October, which is just around the corner. Bow season opens here in Oklahoma October 1. Bow season's open already in South Carolina. People are already hunting over there. I think they can hunt with whatever they want over there all year in South Carolina. Pretty much kill all the deer they want to. But here's the deal. Where you get in a place like that, take those for meat, and let those little bucks grow, and they'll turn into a buck. Looks just like that right there. And that's a beauty. All right, Snoopy, we got a good look at you. Let's see if we can go find Mr. Whitey, the big boy in the pen. And all of these babies belong to Whitey. Okay, and there is Mr. Whitey with 2 of his young'uns right there beside him. And you can see that that one there on the right side of him is a buck. The one on the left side of him, as we're looking, is a doe. You can see the difference in those 2 babies as we're looking at those babies. But look at that buck. Will you look at that buck? I'm telling you, he's pretty much lost his orangey summer coat, already turned to a winter coat. Those are all of his babies walk by there. Look at the size of those critters. He's just walking by there like a proud papa. He's got babies all over the pen over here. And he just absolutely looks magnificent. We'll move just a little bit, see if we can zoom in on him and take a better look at those horns. Whitey, of course, tagged in the wrong ear. That is his 3rd set of horns. And he's just absolutely a beautiful, gorgeous buck. The horns come up almost touch at the top. He's got a beautiful little brown hat on looking there. The tag in the wrong ear. Tagged as a girl. He said, I sure fooled you guys. You sure did, Whitey. And little Whitey is up in the house. That belongs to him also. We did have a tragedy happen with the fawns this week. I'll talk to you about that a little bit later. But you can see that little fawn right there. They're just beautiful and fat, and every one of them. As we go back, there's one on the other side. Now they can go from this pen to that one. A couple of does right there. Go a couple of babies right down there. Everybody looking really, really, really good. The little deer that was limping, that y'all was worried about being limping, that little deer is just fine. Not even limping anymore. We can't even figure out which one it was that's limping. But he is just, look how big and fat he is. He's just a big fat guy, big belly on him. His neck getting bigger and bigger and bigger. His neck will swell up and get a lot bigger as we get into the fall. We haven't quite made it all the way through the summer keeping him and Snoopy alive, but we're getting awful close to that. We're getting down here where the summer is just about over. Back when we was in school, the summer would be over. We consider the summer over when we're back in school, when we get through the month of August, which we are very, very close to being through the month of August right now. But he's just a big, beautiful buck. Just look how majestic and calm he is there, standing there, not too awful far away. I could move on him, maybe get a little closer. I was hoping he would look at us a little bit more and get just a front look. I start walking, he's gonna start walking a little bit also. that's okay. You can get a little bit better look at his antlers there. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. While I'm doing this here, Split Ears is up here licking on my arm. Yeah, she's up here licking on my arm. She just wanting, I'm sorry. Jimmy, you're supposed to be taking a picture of that deer. I'm fooling around Split Ears is what caused that. But you can see he's just beautiful. And has he scraped some? I don't know if he scraped some or not. It almost looks like he scraped a little bit of the velvet off. I don't think he really has. They don't seem to have real heavy velvet this year. I don't really know why that is. But they're going to be able to get it off pretty easily, I think. But he's just a gorgeous looking buck and just majestic looking. You see he's maturing also as they get a little bit older. They mature just like, you know, humans. And they get mature, they start acting a little bit differently. What's happening right now, sports fans, is Split Ears is rubbing her head on my tripod, which I've got using as a monopod right now. But that's gorgeous right there. Looks like he's got a little tick on the side of his face maybe. They'll rub those ticks off, and those tips get a little bit big. They get rid of them. That may not be a tick. I don't really know. But what a beautiful deer that is. Well, let's take a quick look at a few of the babies and check them out a little bit. And then we'll go to the house and look at the Brotherhood. Take a look at Prince Charming and his beautiful bride, Snow White, Casper, and Ice. And I'm still going to go in the pen with them and see if I can't feed them some grapes and carrots. But for the life of me, Snow White just won't come up and eat out of my hands much when I'm in the pen. Through the fence, she's fine. And in that pen, whole different ball game. Whitey, you're magnificent.